I have to record this or else everyone would know that I am a slutty bottom. Welcome back to a new CD review video of local bands from Arizona. What type of local bands, you ask? Well, these types. The types where you want to mosh in the pit and get your whole body completely fucking destroyed and get your ass kicked by crowd killers and suck dick. What CD am I reviewing today? It is Death Road and Midvale Park Split EP. There is 4 songs in here. Death Road, that sounds very familiar, right? Yeah, it does sound familiar. Oh wow, it does sound fucking familiar, right? Right? Have you seen my last video on self-titled Death Road?
Nope.
If you haven't, go watch it.
No.
Go watch it.
Nope.
Or else I'll be the top.
Huh?
Anyways, I'm gonna pull out this script because I can't memorize shit. The fuck is this script? What? Who fucking wrote this script?
I think it's you.
This is incomplete as shit.
Hey,
You know what?
you wrote it down yourself.
The split CD of Midvale Park and Death Ode. This has got to be a treasure, because how come I get to have a split CD of 2 of the most beautiful bands ever, Midvale Park and Death Ode? I gotta open this.
I gotta introduce the audience to these bands.
Fuck! First off, here is Midvale Park. Now, I first saw Midvale Park last year during the Death Ode self-titled album release show. If you want to know what type of genre the band is, Midvale Park, well, it kind of depends. Like on the CD, it has a emo violent song, but it also has scrams in there too. If you don't know what scrams is, it's just like hardcore punk and emo. Basically. Maybe. I don't know. I'm not really into scrams. I mean, I haven't really listened to any scrams shit, I think.
Shut your fucking mouth!
But Midvale Park started off as a joke because they were joking about creating a rivalry with a band that they went to school with. Do you want to know what band that is? The band that they started a rivalry over is the Poets, also known today as Loomer. I saw the Poets before they rebranded. They were really cool. I remember when I first saw them at the First Friday show in 2024, in December. They were really good, to be honest. Even when they only got like instrumental songs at that time, they were really good. Also, I get to flex the fact that I get to see Discombobulated with Death Ode Mix live. I get to see Discombobulated live. Death Ode Mix Discombobulated live. I get to see Discombobulated live. Death Ode Mix live. But anyways, enough of that. Midvale Park mostly did covers until they started writing originals. That's when the EP was starting to be made, and that's when they started to call themselves Midvale Park, the name from the park in the city of Tucson, Arizona. But they never even lived there. They just named themselves that as a joke. But without their mom, none of this would even happen. We gotta appreciate the moms. Without my mom, I would even be making this video. Yeah. But also, the band members are mostly from different parts of the state. Like, for example, Gilbert, Mesa, Phoenix, like all over the state. But I don't want to like dox them or anything. But Midvale Park has 5 members in the band. But they did change over time through mutual things. So they are all still chill. So here is the members. Alex is on vocals. Creech is on bass. Jasper is on the rhythm guitar. Juan is on the lead guitar. And Legend is on the drums. But the older Midvale Park had Jer. Is that how you spell the name Jer? Jar? Okay. I'm just joking. Wait, is it actually Jer? I don't know. Jer on the drums. And Solomon. Salt. I'm being dead ass here. I'm trying to spell the name. Solomon on the lead. And that is Midvale Park. Death Ode music start. I'm still reading the script. Now, let's move on to Death Ode. Yes, Death Ode. Yes! Hold up a minute. This isn't the original pressing of the CD. Huh? The first pressing is actually a lot more thicker than this, and it had a lot more stuff in it. According to the photos provided by the lead vocalist of JoJo, lead vocalist of Death Ode, JoJo, also known as Riot Fear on Instagram. The original pressing was made by Alex from Midvale Park, the vocalist. The repress was made... Bro, the lead vocalist of JoJo? What the fuck am I doing, bro? Why am I making this video? Literally, why am I making this video? The repress was made by VXX DIY. The cover art was made by Gnarlid Folds in My Ribs. I think that's how you say it. And JoJo did the rest of the art. The original had an insert for each band that showed what number your CD is, and had a bunch of photos of the band that you got the CD from. The collage was made by Luis Bayo, I think that's how you spell it, and the photos were taken by a bunch of the photographers in the scene.
Okay, so, what do you have?
I have the repress.
How did Death Ode form?
Well, JoJo met the ex-drummer through their ex-bassist and wanted to make a band, and JoJo happened to play guitar at the time.
Where are they based?
They were mainly based in Surprise.
Who were the current members before their end?
Well, there is Tyler,
Guitarist,
Michael,
drums,
Eli,
bass,
and JoJo.
vocals.
And now, the CD.
How did it start?
Death Ode really wanted to do a split with a band since some of their favorite bands ever have done splits, and they love the idea of highlighting their music while highlighting another band's music that they really enjoy. At the time, one of the first bands they had in mind was Midvale Park, which was one of their favorite bands in the scene. Both Death Ode and Midvale Park also happened to be consistently playing shows with each other, so Death Ode thought that Midvale Park would be a perfect fit for them. So they hit up Midvale Park one day and they asked if they wanted to do a split with them. Midvale Park agreed, and then Death Ode and Midvale Park each made songs and found time to record. Both of them came over at Michael's house to record. By the way, in the CD, Death Ode put some screamo with crust influence and white belt with some of their other influences.
How did it impact you?
Death Ode impacted me for many reasons. Well, one, Death Ode was performing at the first show that I ever went to. Literally the first ever hardcore show that I ever even went to. Legit. It was the first Friday show in 2024 where it had Flying Fish playing and Loomer back when they were called the Poets. I even witnessed the performance of the song called Discombobulated that the Poets made featuring Death Ode, like I told you when I showed you the footage of it. But now that I put all of that aside, now that I explained everything to you, now I can actually show the actual review of the CD. After 13 minutes? I've been recording for so long, holy. Now as you can see, here's the inside of the split EP. Death Ode's songs in the EP is Bella Ciao and Reflection. Midvale Park songs are Leighton and Hidden in Fear. Just 4 songs in there. And the art is so amazing. I wish I had the first press, but I'm grateful for what I have. And here is the actual compact disc, and it looks really damn cool. At least, it's always really cool to have this sort of thing. Now let's take the CD out, and look at that shine. Shiny, of course. Death Ode's soul is trapped inside of the CD. Now, let's bring out the player. My player is dusty as hell, but whatever, right? But let's get it ready and let's put it inside. And let's see how it sounds.
抜きをすぐだからね。あなたはこれで楽になるのよ。永遠に